Glad to have you with us on Tesla Shorts Time, daily episode 525, coming to you from Vancouver. It's June 28th, 2026. Lots happening across deliveries, FSD, and the stock today. The week's biggest developments pulled together, what actually moved, why it matters, and what to watch next. Wall Street consensus sits at 406,000 deliveries for the second quarter. One analyst moved her rating on Tesla to strong buy after previously holding a bearish stance. The upgrade rests on Cybercab production beginning with the unbox process and a 2 million unit annual target. It also factors in Optimus scaling toward 2027 with suppliers already secured. The shift treats both autonomy and robotics programs as near-term revenue drivers rather than distant speculation. From investor focus on future programs, current energy storage revenue is already scaling in multiple markets. Nut Power and Tesla formed a $4 to $5 billion partnership for battery storage infrastructure in the UK and Italy. Phase 1 targets 25 gigawatt hours across 5 projects using Tesla Megapack hardware and trading software. Over 20 years, the projects are projected to generate more than $15 billion in revenue. The trading software decides when to charge and discharge to optimize returns on local energy markets. The initiative supports grid stability as both countries add more wind and solar capacity. From large-scale stationary storage, Tesla's expanding AI infrastructure ambitions come into view next. Tesla filed a U.S. trademark application for the name Megapod under serial number 99893717. The filing lists Tesla Incorporated at its Austin address as the applicant. The move aligns with the company's growing focus on large-scale energy storage and AI infrastructure needs. No public details on the product itself have been released yet. The application comes as the company expands both Megapack production and data center-related projects. Observers see it as preparation for higher AI training and inference loads. From Energy Hardware, vehicle autonomy milestones surface next. Tesla marked the 1-year anniversary of its robotaxi service launch in Austin. The service continues under supervised operation in that market. Fresh confirmations show the Cybercab has no steering wheel or pedals. A first responder's guide for the vehicle has also been released. The milestone highlights the regulatory path still ahead for unsupervised operation. From the robot taxi program itself, regulatory scrutiny of the underlying FSD software draws attention. Finland's Traficom announced it will assess Tesla FSD against local winter conditions including ice, snow, and faded lane markings. The agency starts from the Netherlands' provisional approval issued in April, but will apply stricter local safety checks. If cleared, the software would initially reach about 6,500 newer Tesla models already registered in Finland. Drivers must stay fully attentive regardless of any approval. From European regulatory steps, a human interest look back at Tesla's battery and powertrain origins follows. A Fortune profile details how J.B. Straubel's initial battery-focused proposal was rejected before he reframed it as a side project. That side project scaled into Tesla's core energy storage and powertrain business. The article traces the shift from early skepticism to the company's current valuation. It also notes Straubel's subsequent work on redwood materials, which now recycles battery materials at industrial scale. From origins of the energy business, current manufacturing and product line activity come into focus. Another longer wheelbase Model Y, L, appeared on public roads in the United States. Tesla launched the variant in China last year, where it quickly became popular for its added rear legroom. European buyers can now configure the Signature Edition Model S through the configurator without restriction. The repeated sightings suggest the company is actively evaluating a North American introduction of the longer Model Y. From product variants, ongoing cold weather hardware validation appears next. Dan Priestley, head of the Semi program, credited the truck's in-house high-resolution sensing and precise multi-motor controls for maintaining torque and stability on slippery winter surfaces. The system was demonstrated during recent cold weather testing. This capability addresses one of the longest-standing concerns about heavy-duty electric trucks in northern climates. From semi-validation, smaller-scale owner incentives follow. Tesla is running a new competition that awards free supercharging miles based on charging activity. The contest layers additional gamification onto the existing charging passport feature. Owners have already noted changing longer trip routes to collect new supercharger visits. The program expands on the passport's collection mechanic with a direct mileage prize. From customer programs, a quick note on media and perception closes the week. Multiple recent crash reports did not name the vehicle make or model in headlines or early paragraphs. The observation points to inconsistent media practices when covering incidents involving different brands. Tesla vehicles often receive explicit branding and similar coverage. The pattern affects how readers initially perceive the story. Community discussion on X centers on whether this omission changes the tone of reporting. Tesla also published a new patent describing a molecular shield for dry electrode battery binders. The patent describes coating PTFE binder particles with an ionically insulating yet electrically conductive layer before fibrillization. Materials such as carbon black, graphene, or copper can form the shell through mechanical fusion. The coating aims to prevent lithium ions and electrons from reducing the polymer and forming lithium fluoride. The process keeps the solvent-free dry electrode workflow intact while addressing one chemical degradation path. An earlier analyst forecast had projected Tesla would deliver 392,900 vehicles in the second quarter. The estimate arrived amid ongoing production at the three main vehicle factories. No breakdown by model was included in the projection. The figure will be compared against Tesla's official results when they report in July. Intel CEO Lip-Bu Tan called Musk one of the best entrepreneurs of the century during a podcast appearance. Tan noted weekly collaboration on semiconductor capacity needs for Musk's cars and robots. He described Terafab as a joint effort to accelerate custom silicon production. The comments came as Intel works to support growing demand from Tesla's vehicle and robotics programs. Musk stated that SpaceX will not pursue electric rockets. The comment came in response to questions about propulsion alternatives for future vehicles. The position reinforces SpaceX's continued focus on chemical propulsion systems for its current and planned launch vehicles. A Tesla using FSD supervised detected and avoided an imminent collision on a Copenhagen street. The clip shows the system intervening without driver input. It adds to the growing library of real-world edge case handling captured on public roads. Ross Gerber noted that Slate Auto represents what happens when top Tesla and Amazon executives build an EV. He offered a prediction on likely buyers for the upcoming vehicle. The remarks came during discussion of new entrants in the electric vehicle market. NHTSA closed its Tesla Power steering probe after the company completed the related recall fix. The closure followed verification that the remedy addressed the underlying issue. A Texas owner performed a full inspection of a rental 2022 Tesla Model 3 long range that had exceeded 204,000 miles. The inspection documented the exact level of battery degradation present in the vehicle. Tesla published a first responder's guide specifically for the Cybercab. The document provides guidance on emergency procedures for the vehicle. Tesla shared dashcam footage showing FSD supervised, exhibiting questionable stop sign behavior at an intersection. The clip prompted discussion about the system's decision-making in that scenario. A detailed public timeline marked Elon Musk's 55th birthday. The timeline highlighted key milestones across his companies and career. Now, one thing worth watching is the mixed analyst stance on near-term vehicle margins. UBS maintained its hold rating without issuing a new price target in the latest note. The firm cited ongoing questions around vehicle margin trends and the timeline for new programs. The rating follows recent delivery data and does not reflect any shift in the bank's modeling assumptions. Investors will look to the next earnings call for updated guidance on energy storage offsets. That tension sits alongside the strong buy upgrade tied to autonomy and robotics. The contrast shows how different time horizons shape valuation views right now. On the technology side, the dry electrode patent reveals a concrete engineering step. The coating process targets at least 70% surface area coverage with preferred levels at 90% or higher. It keeps the existing solvent-free workflow while solving one specific degradation route. That kind of incremental materials fix often determines whether production yields scale profitably. The same principle applies to the semi's multi-motor controls that maintain stability in ice and snow. Before we go, keep an eye on any supplier confirmation or production line video from Giga Texas that could clarify Optimus timelines. And that's everything worth knowing about Tesla today. TSLA closed at $379.71, up $4.59, 1.2%. If the show saves you time, a quick rating on Apple Podcasts or Spotify goes a long way. You can also find us on X at Tesla Shorts Time. I'm Patrick in Vancouver. I'll see you tomorrow. And before you go, this show is part of the NARA Network, a family of daily podcasts on tech, science, and markets, each one a short, sharp briefing you can finish on the commute. If today earned its place in your feed, here's your next listen. Models and Agents, your daily briefing on AI models and agents. Find every show free at naranetwork.com. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.